Good morning, everyone. Christian Agenda, chapter 20 today. Natural conclusions. The patient never despair. The anxious sooner or later complain. So if you don't have enough patience, it's natural that at some point, sooner or later, you will complain. You will get anxious. You will be dissatisfied. The brave endure difficulties, overcoming them. The reckless confront dangers without deliberation. So, if you're brave, if you're courageous, you're going to go forward and you're going to tackle the difficulties one by one. But when you're reckless, you are going to go forward, kind of wasting your energies, missing opportunities, missing the target, and complicating your lives in ways that were not necessary. The enlightened radiate, the theorist talks excessively. I like particularly this one topic because I don't know, it's very unique when you're next to someone whose energy speaks for itself. So the enlightened, just by being there, just that presence, that togetherness, centeredness is enough to soothe, and it says so much sometimes without opening their mouth or saying one word, while the person who is still living in the realm of theories needs to be talking, justifying, explaining, because he or she is explaining to him herself, is trying to convince him herself of his own theories. The friend studies ways to help, the adversary watches for means to hurt. So it's funny because we like to think that we do good to our friends, but sometimes driven by our own frailties, we still hurt. We hurt people deliberately, or we hurt people unconsciously because caught up in our own frailty, driven by our wounds, by our pains, and unresolved business or emotions. The common man helps according to his inclination. The Christian helps always. So those are natural conclusions. The common person is going to, which is most of us, right? So we help when things are interesting to us, when they serve us in one way or another. And sometimes there's no immediate reward for what we're doing, but underneath the surface, there is some type of compensation, emotional compensation. We're doing this because we need to feel good. So ultimately it's for our own selves. And not saying that we shouldn't do things and that these are bad things per se, but it's different than the Christian that's there to the other regardless of him or herself. He sees the other and prioritizes the other and is able to go out of his or her way, again, regardless of his own needs and interests. So those are natural conclusions. And here we're talking about anxiety, patience, being brave, the enlightened, being a friend, and our ability to help. So pick one for today that you think fits you the most in today, and just kind of think about that or get back to it at some point during the day. And let's build that intention and build that awareness so that we can naturally conclude that we are learning and that we are moving forward towards a more wholesome manifestation of the divine. Have a great day.